The Resident Evil franchise has been around since 1996 and has heavily influenced the horror genre, with games like Silent Hill and Dead Space taking inspiration from its take on survival horror. In recent years, you've most likely seen the big blue menace known as Mr. X, and the various mods that come with him. This man was tough, don't get me wrong, but with the release of Resident Evil 8 a couple days ago, I think I found someone a lot tougher. One could say the strongest character in Resident Evil.
Resident Evil.
If you haven't played through Resident Evil Village yet, there might be a couple spoilers. And yes, I am talking about the game with the big titty tall vampire chick. In the past, there have been some pretty tough enemies and bosses of the Resident Evil series. For example, Albert Wesker or Nemesis. But they cower at the mere mention of the main protagonist from Resident Evil 7 and 8. Ethan Winters. Right from the get-go in Resident Evil 8, Ethan loses 2 fingers to a monster, and because Ethan is the Kyle reincarnate, he busts through every door through the rest of the game with said hand. But to Ethan, the loss of 2 fingers is merely an inconvenience. Throughout the game, Ethan loses limbs just to be reattached, falls from skyscraper heights, and even watches his heart get crushed in front of him. But besides all that, who hobbles his way to the final boss in an effort to save his daughter? Well, it's not Ethan. Kinda. Ethan does fight the final boss, but only because Daddy Duke gave him a ride.
Duke, I need a favor.
Now I understand in the Resident Evil universe they've perfected modern medicine, and it would make sense if Ethan had said medical devices. But the only heals you get in this game are random shrubs mixed with an unnamed chemical. And you can't even tell me that this would fix your dismembered hand that you just jammed back into its place. But after further investigation, I've come to the conclusion that Ethan himself is not the strongest character, it's just his arms. Ethan can block any attack just by holding them in front of him. From a giant hammer swing to a fish monster thing, he blocks them all with minimal damage taken. Loses a hand? No biggie, just slaps it back into its place like nothing happened. In conclusion, Ethan's arms are the strongest thing to exist in fictional history. They are the answer to all the world's problems, and even with his 3-0 boxing record, I don't think Jake Paul could take on Ethan's arms. Now, if we're talking about the hottest character in Resident Evil, that's a different story. Anyways, thank you for watching, and if you would like to see more content like this, let me know. If you would like to see something else, let me know. If you don't want to see me at all, I understand. If you want to see more anime content by me, I do have a TikTok where I do that, and I also have a podcast where I talk about anime with my homies. Those will be in the description below, and I will catch you next time.